I used to think my proportions were bad, but actually, it was my angles. And once I started paying attention to that, everything began to make a little more sense. So, today I want to talk about angles and why they matter more than we think. Angles are simply lines placed at certain orientations. Some lie straight, horizontally, or vertically, and others fall somewhere in between. But those small rotations, they completely change how a form sits in space. When a line tilts even slightly more than it should, the subject can look like it's turning differently, or leaning differently, or it might just end up looking completely off. And that's where I was going wrong. So I'm starting by simplifying the subject. Right now, I'm only focusing on getting the angles close enough to where I think the head is sitting in space, and this is still guesswork. When we draw freehand, it cannot be a Xerox copy. We are humans and we will make mistakes. And honestly, that's not a bad thing. As long as it looks accurate enough, we are learning. So I'm trying to slow down and really observe the direction of each line. What angle is it falling at, and how does it compare to the other lines around it? This is why I believe observation is such an important skill to nurture. The more we practice seeing, not just drawing but seeing, the more natural it becomes over time. And you will notice I've already made several mistakes here. I still do, every single time I draw. But I have started seeing mistakes differently. They're not failures, they are guides. And guides are meant to be adjusted. The basic block-in is complete. So now I'm simplifying further by placing the features, the eye shape, the nose shape, and so on. What helps me here is remembering that everything, either the shapes or the forms, everything is made out of lines. So I only focus on two things: the length of the line and the angle of the line. That's it. Some of them are not even full lines yet, they are just small markers to check proportions against the reference. Today I am drawing from reference. Maybe next time I'll try drawing from imagination. That could be interesting to explore. But for this practice, I really want to understand what I'm seeing in front of me. Hair is difficult, right? Do you struggle with it too? I've had a long struggle with drawing and rendering hair properly. Even though in essence it's the same thing, it's just simplifying it into shapes. Even though I think I have improved slightly, but applying that to hair feels harder than it sounds. So here I'm trying to find the overall block of the hair first, just the big shapes, even if it does not look perfect right now. These are just, again, these are just guides, so they can be refined and they don't have to look good. They just need to guide. So I think they are doing their job perfectly fine. I really enjoy adding these tiny lines into the sketch. It makes the drawing feel more thoughtful, as if some professional artist made it. I don't know, I've seen it in other artists' work and it looks beautiful each time. It looks more intentional. That's one reason I enjoy working with pen sometimes. It's such a simple medium, just paper and pen. There is no need of any eraser, any tablet, no extra setup. You can draw anywhere, and it does not need to look perfect each time. If it does not look good, if it does not work out, you can move on or maybe discard the one you've made and move on to something else. So there's something very freeing about that. Now let's see how accurate these angles actually are. I place the reference image below my sketch on the same artboard and compare them. And yes, there's a noticeable difference, especially on the left side of the head, the right shoulder, and smaller areas like the nose. The ear is also slightly lower than in the reference. So I mark these differences in red with an arrow pointing to those areas where I need to make some corrections. So I don't need to redraw everything, just adjust those areas where the angles were off. A lot of what I'm practicing here, simplification, guessing and checking, observation, I learned all of these things from an online course by Riyansh Rahul. He's an Indian artist. I'm also from India. He's an incredible artist who also has a YouTube channel. The course I got was a paid one, primarily focusing on the art fundamentals, which is where I got to know about art fundamentals properly for the first time. So his approach has really helped me understand drawing differently. My value control improved a lot after following his methods. His methods are not some special secret techniques that once you know them, you can draw anything, but it's about training the eye to see better and having the patience to go through the mistakes and make corrections and so on. So, around a year back, when I had started feeling stuck in my art journey and saw little to no growth for a long time, it felt like I had hit a wall. So, this knowledge about art fundamentals that I got from his course really helped me break that wall. Of course, I still get distracted sometimes, and that's on me. But overall, I'm really happy with the direction I'm going. I've also been practicing with similar references. I find casts especially interesting to draw because of those academic studies where the artist takes these subjects like casts or sets up a still life and practice drawing those. It looks very, very good to me. So I did these two other studies of different casts, one of which was the reference I used on my last video, which was about simplification. Although that was done traditionally in graphite medium, and this one is digital. I just want to say, I know there are people who learn faster. There are kids who draw better than me already. But I genuinely like the improvement I'm making. It may be slow, and I don't always find time to draw. Sometimes I feel tired and mentally exhausted. Sometimes I'm working on something different. And I also have very lame reasons like simply feeling lazy some days. But I'm happy with my pace and happy with the improvements I have made so far. What do you think? Do you find revisiting basics like this helpful? Like the things that are so simple, we almost feel like it's not enough to help us improve or get better. Sometimes repeating simple fundamentals is what actually makes real progress happen. I felt that myself, and I hope this helped you in some way too. So, all I'd say is focus on the simple things sometimes, and thank you for watching the video. Take care and see you soon.